We are here with candidate Jason Crow. He is running for the House of Representatives in Colorado District 6. So thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks, Campbell. My pleasure.
Yes.
Happy to be doing this.
Describe the role of a House of Representatives member.
Well, the primary role is to make the laws at the federal level that impact the country and community. It's to make laws to make people's lives better. There's also another very important role, and that is to serve the community directly through constituent services and to address federal issues that people might be having with federal agencies. There's over 60,000 veterans in this community. Just providing those services and helping folks navigate at the federal level, a large government and bureaucracy at times. I feel like my responsibility is to the constituents, the folks here. My responsibility isn't to the federal government, right? My role is to represent the community and the folks of the 6th Congressional District in the federal government, and to make sure that their needs and their interests are being met. Everywhere I go in the district, there's a lot of people who do not feel like their representatives are fulfilling that function. And that's one of the big reasons why I'm running. You look at the corrupting influence of money in politics, and unfortunately you get to a point where, if you want to know how somebody's going to vote on an issue, you just have to look at their campaign donations.
Yeah.
My first and really only commitment is to the people of this district to make sure I'm supporting them and their families and their needs. The foundation of leadership is leadership by example, right? So if I'm going to come out and say that money and politics is ruining our system and corrupting our politics, I can't turn around and take that money, right? I think it's wrong to sit here and take, a $5,000 or $10,000 check from a company while you have families sitting here that don't have quality, affordable health care.
What do you think are the most pressing issues that your constituents in this country, in this county and district are facing?
Health care is always top of mind, right? It's too expensive for too many people. There's still a lot of families that don't have access to quality, affordable care, and really how unacceptable it is in 21st century America for any parent or any family to be in the position where they can't have care. I'm pushing for universal coverage. I think we have to get to 100% coverage. Immigration reform is really important for the district. About 20% of the population here was born outside of the country. So we need to make sure we're protecting families, we're keeping families together, and we're allowing folks to come out of the shadows and be the full members of the community that I know they can be and that they want to be. Gun violence is also a major issue here. This community has been disproportionately impacted by gun violence. And people are demanding action. Our representatives aren't willing to do anything about this. It just happens over and over and over again. And when is enough enough? The promises that I'm making and the things that I'm doing and leading through my campaign, either you do them or you don't. And so it's very easy to hold folks accountable. Right? My opponent hasn't held a town hall in over 8 months. He doesn't want to show up and tell folks what he's doing when he goes back to DC. I believe in a very different type of representation and leadership. I'm doing this because I love this country, because I've seen people give everything for this country. There isn't a day that I don't wake up and I don't think about the men and women that I served with and those who sacrificed far more than I did, and the fact that we stand on their shoulders. And they sacrificed for the American idea, right? And that idea is under assault right now. I really realized, I think, what makes this country special, right? Because I served in a unit that had, young men and women from every race, every ethnicity, every corner of this country. And, we were stronger and better as a team because of that diversity. But we also had a capacity to focus on what we had in common, the strength of our countries and our diversity, but also on our unique ability to focus on what unites us and to use that to move forward.
What would you say to a millennial who felt frustrated with the massive partisanship in our country?
I feel that frustration too. And that's another reason why I'm running for Congress. We really have to get back to this point where we recognize that we have far more in common as a country and as a people than maybe our differences. There's something really big and real happening in our country right now. There are people standing up, young folks standing up, and engaging in the system and engaging in our democracy, running for office in record numbers, who have never run for anything before. And I think a lot of us are going to get elected, and we're going to go to Washington and we're going to change it.
What is the best advice you've received?
You're going to have a lot of people telling you a lot of different things. It's often going to be contradictory. You just have to follow your heart and be authentic. If we just told people what we thought, even if they don't agree with us, that they would recognize that.
We're gonna do a final little round of pop culture-ish questions. What was the last television show that you watched on repeat?
Game of Thrones, right? We'd get the kids down and in bed and maybe catch up on some work and then watch the Game of Thrones.
Rockies, Broncos, or Avalanche?
Well, I'm definitely a Broncos guy. Rockies, though, are making a really great run right now.
Who's your favorite female artist, actor, singer, visual artist?
When I was asked to speak at the DNC in 2012 by Barack Obama, I actually was the opening act for, as I call it, the opening act for Mary J. Blige. So it was just some young guy, talking about veterans issues. I spoke after John Lewis and before Mary J. Blige, which is completely an unwinnable situation.
Yep. Favorite politician, alive or dead?
Abraham Lincoln. We're at a tough time in our country right now, and there's obviously a lot of challenges. So for me, seeing leadership when things are not going well, and what it takes for folks to lead in that type of environment, and obviously it's hard to find a comparison to the challenges Lincoln was facing and how he helped us move forward and how he was able to bring people together.
Yeah. Favorite place in Colorado?
It's got to be my living room, right?
Yeah.
We have young kids. We have a 5-year-old, an 8-year-old, and our life is really focused on right now the home. I think like every parent, you view the world through the eyes of your children, and you make decisions based on what the next generation needs.
Thank you so much for sitting with us today. It was a wonderful
Thank you.
conversation, and we wish you the best of luck in November.
Thanks, Campbell. Appreciate you reaching out.